Shalawam, Shalawam, Yahawah, just a brother around, with another quick hit, man. I'm gonna make it real quick. Through the power and spirit of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS who ruled well and brought out the truth in these scriptures. And peace and blessings to the sincere Akim pushing this truth. And the sincere Akwatim out here listening in all humbleness and quietness to you, I say Shalawam. Alright. I'm going to start out right here, Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Alright, so the point of the matter being is that he causeth all. When you cause somebody to do something, when you're causing somebody to do something, you're making them do something that they normally wouldn't do, and right now, the RFID microchip isn't around. It's not nothing that's the norm, but it's prophesied in the scriptures, and through the power and spirit of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, that he put upon the elders of GMS. We know what the mark of the beast is. It's the RFID microchip, which that deals with currency, buying, selling, and trading, man. It's not an embargo. Embargoes are on commercial levels. It's talking like your big corporate companies, whatever it may be, from the auto industry to Kroger's or Scott's food stores, things like that, man. It's not Christianity because you can't buy or sell with Christianity or with the philosophy. All right, and Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is showing us in these last days who had the truth the whole time, And as we look in the news articles and, we be a watch, because we watching for our Lord to return, Yahawashi to return, we see the different things moving forward as at the same way that the elders brought out from the beginning, man, through the power and spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right. So I want to bring out this article. $1 trillion stimulus jumpstarts project to issue central bank currency on Ethereum. And the Ethereum is just a device used to distribute money, to who it goes to. It's a technology. You put it in the machine, the computer, whatever it is, man, and it distributes to who it's supposed to go to. All right. This was on Forbes.com, written by Michael Del Castillo, March 25th, 2020. All right, digital dollars exploded into mainstream headlines earlier this week as the U.S. Salakia, let me turn my phone on airplane mode. All right, digital dollar exploded into mainstream headlines earlier this week as the U.S. House of Representatives scrambled to craft a draft bill that will authorize trillions of dollars in payments to consumers, states, businesses, and vulnerable populations. Okay, during the COVID-19. Order out of chaos, man. That's Esau, the so-called white man's, that's his tactics, man. Preying on the vulnerable. It introduced the digital dollar concept that could potentially let the Federal Reserve, responsible for printing U.S. dollars, send stimulus monies directly to individuals, which that is that Ethereum. All right. Inspired by Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a digital currency, man. All right, so these devils are showing you, man, they're pushing towards what? That RFID microchip, man. You know, whether it be by telling you, oh, this is a cure for the coronavirus and it'll help out, you know, because you got Elon Musk, who's been working on AI, artificial intelligence, you know, to place a chip in your head, man, and it's supposed to, I guess, regenerate the parts in your brain that wasn't working, so paralyzed people could walk again, sick people can become healthy, etc., etc. Inspired by Bitcoin and its underlying blockchain technology that lets individuals send value to each other without any middleman. And that's been the way of that's been the evolution of currency, you know, especially in this day and age. Okay, you went from gold and silver to coins to coins that had bits and pieces of silver in it, you know, to where they totally changed that to dollars, greenbacks, you know. First it was greenbacks backed by gold, then it's just regular greenbacks that we've been trading with, you know, we've been buying and selling with. Then you had credit cards. Now you got credit cards with what? Chips in them, man. All right, so it's all an evolution into the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast spoken of in the scriptures. Hence, they got this Cash App, you know, Chime, things like that. It does the same thing, you know. The concept had been percolating behind the scenes in blockchain skunk works for months when millions of people around the world saw firsthand evidence of how the technology could impact them personally. All right. That's Esau speaking these good words, but we know war is in his heart. His objective is to, you know, his main objective is to get the Israelites from not serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawah, man. Because as long as we're not serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawah, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawah is giving us in the subjection of this wicked kingdom under Esau, the so-called white man. All right. Why give the money to banks and hope it trickles down if the intended recipients are actual citizens? A previously scheduled meeting at Blockchain Consortium Hyperledger about a new project called the Ethereum, using the Ethereum blockchain to create a central bank digital currency. Okay, a central bank digital currency, a one world government, one world currency, man. Took on new meaning, and that's Esau's. That's his new world order, man. You know. Until the bill sponsored by California Congresswoman and chair of the House Financial Services Committee, Maxine White Waters, mentioned that use of digital dollar, their benefits were largely theoretical. Now all of a sudden there was a very clear use. Such a prominent mention of digital dollars in the House bill in relation to the federal. Damn, why my phone doing it? All right, such a prominent mention of digital dollars in the House bill in relation to the Federal Reserve means that the largest economy in the world has officially entered what is an increasingly heated race between a number of advanced projects at central banks around the world to be the first issue this new kind of currency. All right, Babylon, man. It's a golden cup in the Lord's hand, man. The concept of the CBDC seems to have gotten an imprimatur from the House Finance Committee, said Vipin Barathan. Salakia from my phone also. I don't know why it's doing this. 59, chair of the Hyperledger Identity Working Group and a former senior developer at JP Morgan Chase. Speaking of JP Morgan Chase, one of their cargo ships got seized with cocaine, man. That shows you all these are the work of the devil, you know, that the Bible speaks of, which is Esau, the so-called white man. Speaking at the meeting, that's a significant step, and I argue that such crisis situations always produce new ideas and acceptance of new ideas that will live on long after the coronavirus has burned through the world. At the time of publication, an estimated 21,000 people have died from COVID-19 globally, resulting in countless business closures and wiping out billions of dollars in wealth. And that's why a lot of CEOs are, stepping down, man, because they see it's time to pull their money out and wait until, Esau, the so-called white man, implements what he had, his new world order, man, which the elite and the CEOs of these big companies, man, already know the plan, man. Why do you think they're out of everybody? They're the ones pulling their stock shares and monies up out of these local banks or their own banks or their offshore accounts, whatever, man. Because they know it's going to be a change, a significant change in the world and in the way of trading, trading currency. All right. At the time of publication, an estimated 21,000 people have died from COVID-19 globally, resulting in countless business closures and wiping out billions of dollars in wealth. While it seems unlikely that any of the digital dollar projects currently in the works will be ready in time to transmit the trillions of dollars being sought by the Congress, Thaler is a great example of the race to accommodate lawmakers' increasingly open mind. All right, so they're just, at the end of the day, this thing's gonna go as fast as Bahasham Yahawashi wants it to go, man. And right now, that's why days are passing so fast and things like that, because Bahasham Yahawashi is speeding up the time for the elect, man. Martial laws here. All these are for the elect's sake, man. All praise, honor, and glory due to Bahasham Yahawashi. Another bill offered by California Democrat and Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi and other Democrats originally also included the digital dollar language which was stripped shortly after it started circulating in media reports earlier today. The Senate approved a $2.2 trillion stimulus package without mention of a digital dollar, now awaiting a vote by the House. First conceived earlier this year, Thaler gets its name from the thaler, a silver coin used throughout Europe for hundreds of years, from which that's that bottomless pit, man. Where Esau's from, man. You got to remember these devils came over here and raped, robbed, and stole the land from our northern kingdom brothers, man. The Native Americans and the so-called Native Americans, which we know they're the children of Israel, and from Issachar, Ephraim on down, man. All right. A group of professionals from consulting firms, Accenture and Infosys, and the Itaú Bank in Brazil have been working on the open source project in their free time for the past 6 months to explore the future of central bank currency issued on a blockchain. All right, so that's the point of the matter being, man. I ain't gonna read all of it. I wanted to make it short, quick, and to the point, man. Hey, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, is coming soon, man. is right here in your face. And a lot of 2/3 of Israel aren't going to know because they're not keeping up with things like that, man. You know, essentially, if you take the RFID microchip, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawah had it set up like that, you know, for your destruction, man. You got to know death by pain, you know, but the ones in the know and the ones who, you know, meditate on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawah are opening their eyes for things like this, you know. But without further ado, I want to end out this lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory which is due to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawah, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS who rule well in these scripts. And peace and blessings to the sincere Akimar pushing this truth and the sincere Akwathium listening in all humbleness and quietness. To you I say Shalawam.